I said I was going to do a video on hair extensions because I know a lot of people use them for shows. Even if you have thick hair, you still might want a little bit of, bounce here or something like that. So they'll use bumpers and stuff like that. For me, I've gone through a bunch of different things. So I've never done the sew-in extensions before. Those are probably the most expensive, and you need to go to a salon for that. That's something you can't do at home. So if that's something you're interested in, just find a salon that's able to do that. I don't know how to do that myself, and I don't even really know if you could do it on yourself. Maybe if you had a friend that could help you. But all the hair and stuff that you're going to get is going to be similar. Go with human hair if you can, unless you're just going to get a wig and just wear it for the show and it's already styled, then synthetic's okay. But if you're planning on curling them yourself once they're in, you can't curl synthetic hair, it'll melt and things along those lines. And I wear mine all the time, so I like mine to be human hair so it feels real and I can curl it and do all that kind of stuff with it. So the first show I did, my coach thought I'd look better dark brown, so I didn't want to color my hair. So I bought this dark brown wig. I can't believe I still have it. If you saw some of my older videos of me in my first show, this is what I wore. It's just a regular synthetic, really uncomfortable wig, but wig caps in me just don't work, so I just dealt with it. I pinned it in my hair and I went with it. It made my hair fuller than it was naturally because it was before I had my extensions. My hair looked a little thin. If you saw my video of me skating, you could tell how it got kind of thin on the sides. So I did feel more confident in this, but it was synthetic. It shined on stage, which I guess is good, but it looked a little fake in my opinion. But a lot of my friends said they couldn't tell. So that's a good option if you're not interested in dyeing your hair and want a cheaper option, because this is a lot cheaper than what I'm going to show you next. What I do is there's a couple things. If you have pretty thick hair and you just want a little extra bounce, I would go with the clip-ins. So here's the clip. It just snaps like that. And you can sew it to a piece of hair. Now what this I have here is lace, so it's a little different. Oops, sorry about that. But you would just basically sew it directly onto the piece of hair and then clip it in, okay? So that's a good way to do it. You can do longer pieces, shorter pieces, put it where you want. That's what I did my next show. I just bought hair, and I'll put a picture real quick here. Okay, so in that last picture, you saw how it comes in like a long string of hair. Now you can buy already done ones like this, but they're pretty expensive with the human hair. You can get these at like a wig store online for, sometimes less than $1. Some of the wig stores are expensive. They're like $3 a piece. And then you can sew them on yourself. You just buy the hair in the long strips, which is pretty affordable. Cut it to the length you want and sew these on. That's what I would recommend doing. It's really not that hard. Just make sure you get a clip that matches your hair. So I get the lightest clip. They have all different colors. So if you have brown hair, don't get these ones. You might see it. But they have all different colors. And don't sell yourself short. If the store that you have only has brown, like mine did, I ordered these online. So find what works for you. It makes a huge difference. But buy that hair, do it yourself. What I do now is glue in. It's a little bit more permanent. This you just take out the night of the show. They're heavy though. So that's one thing. Your head's going to be heavy by the end of the night. What I do is I actually buy sheets of hair. You can buy a full length wig if it's cheaper and cut it up. And then what I do is I use this kind of glue. It's the best. Sorry, I got some of my wig hair on there, but it's Ghost Bond. And it's waterproof and sweat proof and all that good stuff. I use this. So what I do is I just pull my hair up. I pull my hair up and I find a spot that I'm like, oh, let's see right here. Let's say this spot was kind of thin, right? You can glue it directly onto your hair. What I would do is I'd put some of that Ghost Bond, take a little flat thing, go like this, and then I just take this, hold it down for about 10 seconds, and then let go and it stays. This stuff is amazing. You can work out in it. My extensions last a long time, about a week. Now, they can last 2 weeks, but that means you're not going to shower as much. So if you want them to last 2 weeks, find yourself some good dry shampoo. This isn't an expensive brand, and I actually find it doesn't flake. It looks really good. It smells nice too. I've tried basically all of them. The Not My Mom's shampoo one is good too, but I've tried some of the more expensive ones that actually flake out and smell kind of funky. So this one so far has been my favorite. It's only like $5.50, I think. I use that, and then when I shower, I just wear a shower cap. So that way I can still wash my body every day, but I just, go between on the hair. That's if you're using the glue, and obviously clip-ins take out that night, shower, no big deal. So, and you can shower every day. They're just not they will stay in. They're just gonna get rough. So also what you wanna do is when you can take them out and reuse them. You just use a little alcohol with like a little cotton swab and just kind of go like this and then pull them off. They do have their own release, Ghost Bond release. I didn't notice it working any better than just regular cheap alcohol you get from the drugstore. So I would just do that. And then what you do is, I use this, but you know what? There's so many good leave-in conditioners, so I'm not going to say this is the best one out there. And I just spray them down really good, put a little comb through them, let them sit and dry. They're good to go again. You might have to rub a little glue off here. No big deal. Then on your hair with the glue, same thing. You just take some alcohol to it. Now, what I found was cheaper is you can buy pieces like that with the lace, but if you find a wig on a wig shop online or something that says full lace wigs, make sure it says full lace wigs, not lace front wigs. The whole thing is made of that, and then you just got to make sure you pull the hair right and cut it, and that way you can cut to shape. So for people with alopecia that have weird hairlines like I do, I can actually cut it to shape it because just the long strings doesn't quite work for me. So then that way I can like cut a sheet like this and glue it directly to where I need it, and that's worked wonderful. Also, when you brush your hair, do not use a brush, use a wide tooth comb. That helps, and then hold it and then brush from where you hold it. That makes a huge difference too, to keep them to stay in longer. What I do for a show, because you want your hair super fresh for a show, and I like it really straight, I don't like it kinky like this Khaleesi hair I get. So what I do is I get a fresh ones that have never been washed, because they get kinkier as you wash them. Fresh ones that have never been washed, or I straighten some of them. And then what I do is I just lay them out, wait. I do my Jantana and all that good stuff after I actually do my extensions, because I shower really good, scrub, get my hair super clean, straighten it. Then what I do is I just put it up in a shower cap when I'm doing my Jantana. Same if I was to go in and get a spray. That's what I did last time. I do it like the night before I go in and get all that stuff done. Works really good. So that's just some of my tips. I think most of you are going to want to go with the clips. If you just want like a little bounce here, a little bit longer on the bottom, something like that. But if you have thinner hair, or you want them to last longer, like you want to make it something new and you're like, yeah, I want long hair and I want to keep it, go with the glue-in. It works really good. But make sure you use the Ghost Bond XL. I've tried a bunch of different kinds. They don't work. If you want to just change your hair color for a show, because let's say you just have like a mousy color, it just doesn't really show up on stage, just get one of these wigs. It works great. Everybody loves it. Can't really tell. Plus, it's easy. And then you get all the Jantana on it. And it doesn't matter because it's not your real hair, so you don't care if it stains it or anything. So that's kind of cool too. But hair is really important for a bikini competition. So make sure you find something that works for you. If you have just wonderful, pretty, thick hair, then you're lucky. And make sure you also practice your posing in your extensions, because the clip-in extensions, especially if you're doing a few rows and a couple of ones up front, are really heavy, and some girls will like stand back a little more when they have it in, and like it just feels weird on their back. So make sure you practice with them. That's important. Or if you decide to do a wig, practice in that too. But I really like the glue-in ones, and to save money, I just go with the lace wigs. You can get lace wigs, full lace wigs for like, the one that I get is $200, which sounds like a lot, but it lasts for quite a while, and you can cut it in as many pieces as you want. So just go for the large cap. Obviously, if you're going to wear it, you can do that also and just pin your hair up and wear a lace wig. You can also do that. But if you want to actually do it as extensions, just make sure you buy the large cap, then you get more hair. And they're the same price. So that's what I do. And they're kind of hard to cut at first. You lose a little hair when you're getting used to it because you might cut like in the middle of a hair and not realize that you have to like part it and make sure you get it right. Also too, thank you guys for watching my videos. And my coach wants me to go brown, like this color, brown, like black basically. He found a picture of a girl that he thought looked really good with the dark hair. I'm also going to post a picture of the girl that plays Khaleesi in Game of Thrones, because everybody's like, oh no, you look like her, and if you color your hair, you're no longer going to look like her, and it makes you stand out. Well, she actually has brown hair naturally, so I was going to post a picture of her, and if you have time, just post in the comments below and let me know what you think. I mean, blonde has really been my identity, but currently right now, if you watch the Olympia, that's what's winning. I seem to not place as high at national level shows and large shows. Local shows I do pretty well. I usually win, but then when I go to a national show, it always seems to be the darker haired girls are getting their pro cards. And my coach told me today, I really like to see you go dark, dramatic dark, like black. So I wanted people's input on that, and see, everybody on my Facebook page wants me to go dark. So we'll see how it goes. I have three that said, one said, stay yourself. And then the other two were like, no, we're going to lose Khaleesi. And then the rest were all like, oh, dark would be so awesome. You know, you have green eyes. That'd be so pretty. So I don't know. If you have time, just let me know below. And I hope the hair extension thing helped you. And if you have any other questions about that, I've dealt with fake hair for my whole life. I've had alopecia. I've never had to wear like a wig every day like this, but I have worn them, you know, on special occasions or for shows. I've done random clip-ups and stuff for ice shows, things like that. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And also let me know what you think about me going dark. I'm so nervous about it, but I guess I could just get a straight wig like that and try it and see how it goes. But I kind of want to, I like to change things up, but I'm nervous. So anyways, thank you guys and have a wonderful evening.